So hi, I'm Kai and welcome MXAM 11.2, which is here. And to always stay state of the art, this new release is compatible and fully supports MATLAB R25B and DSpace targeting 25B. So yeah, to demonstrate this, so you see here we're working on MATLAB 25B. And yeah, we have some diverse topics to show you, meaning we really worked hard in different areas. So first, let's move to the new guidelines and checks. And there we have a triplet of checks ensuring the robust, strongly typed, and comprehensible implementation of switch blocks. And so let's see the corresponding guideline, which says that when using switch block, the control input shall have a Boolean type and switching criteria set to u2 unequals to 0. And yeah, so there were two checks that existed in old versions before, but yeah, we now equipped them with improved parameter handling. So in order to customize this to the usage of switch blocks in your respective project. So here you can easily set switch criteria and threshold. And there's also a new check on that checks the data type of the control input, that is Boolean. And yeah, staying with the control input, so one can think that error-prone modeling may lead to dead switches, so meaning the outcome is the same, and this is why we came up with this MES guideline here. Checking for such dead switches with several use cases or cases where this can happen, like a constant block is a control signal, a mismatch between the threshold value and the data type on the control input, or where it may misplace signal lines that is or that both outcomes are the same. So, and we see here in this practical example two failed findings, and with the direct highlight we see that the control signal is connected to a constant block, and another failed finding where you see that the data signal is connected to the same source. So again, direct highlight here in the model. So yeah, seems like only misplaced signal lines, but with this new check, so you can easily spot these misplaced lines and then fix it with the help of MXAM. So yeah, as MES core focus is on functional safety, we also enhanced our mapping between topics from safety standard that should be covered by guidelines with the mapping for the aviation safety standard, which you see here, the DO 187C and DO 331. And yeah, this is done for nearly every guideline here, and you are also now able to list guidelines that cover a certain topic from the standard by the help of our Lucene search filter query. So for instance, when you have a look for style guidelines and complexity restrictions, so which are covered there, you can give this here in the filter query and see that there are 509 guidelines that cover this topic from the aviation standard. And we are as well proud to pronounce that we also enhanced the mapping there on the functional safety standard of ISO 26262, so the one for the automotive domain you see here, and as well the mapping for the ISO 25119, the functional safety standard for the agricultural domain. So that we here have a good coverage and completeness of these safety standards. Yeah, as users of MXAM, you may know very well our capability of interactive reports, where you are able to continue your work of repairing and annotate findings whenever you want. And underneath this capability is the mapping or the connection between findings and model elements. And these can be based on the Simulink ID of the elements or the direct path. And now with MXAM 11.2, so this can be now configured in the project itself. It was before a tool setting, which leads to improved collaboration when many developers maybe work on the same report via a version control system, for instance. And there are 4 different options. So you can select or choose the element ID, so the element ID only, set the path only. Then you can also connect this to both of them, so path and element ID, or so that the internal mechanism choose between path or the element ID. So a nice feature improved in the background, and this rounds up the release highlights for the MXAM 11.2, and we are really lucky to get, or really happy to release the latest version.